Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to another live stream of Hearthstone. Today is Wednesday, October 4th. There was a Choose Your Champion event out there, so everybody go choose your champion so you get more packs. Just pick somebody at random if you don't have a clue. That's what I do. So it turns out, because of the way we're streaming now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I don't actually have to do all 3 of the streams of the daily challenges. I only have to do 2, except for on Friday. On Fridays we're gonna probably go long, or it's at the very least gonna be long for me, because I will have to get all 3 of the daily quests done so that I don't have to play Hearthstone on Saturday or Sunday. However, this also means that there's less time for me to do pre-recorded things on Tuesday and Thursday, and Monday and Wednesday streams are also going to be probably shorter. I have been making them shorter and centering them more just around the news than daily quests, which certainly hasn't helped the number of people playing, wanting to play me. Let's start with the Tavern Brawl. Like, it's not people that want to play me. That's not the big issue. The big issue is the number of people watching, and the number of views have gone down the shorter these things have gotten. Well, before I make a deck, let's see. Take it down a notch. Make a deck using only cards from the basic and classic sets. With none of those epics or legendaries. Okay. So I'm just gonna hit end and see if we can just play something that the game builds really quickly. And if I can get a victory on the rogue and warrior, that is good for me. There is a decent amount of news today, as there pretty much will always be on Wednesday. The giant bombcast and all the news reports come out on either late Monday or early Tuesday, or even late Tuesday. By the time I wake up and start streaming on Monday, I'm just really covering the weekend news, which very little of that is. Sad to report an injury here. I have somehow thrown out or hurt my shoulder playing video games. I was playing Dirt 3 Showdown, holding the controller, leaning a little forward, and I think I've pulled a muscle or something, and that makes me feel pretty old, and it also is not pleasant to play with. So I think maybe I'll just try to use the mouse in my left hand. Here we go. We'll ambidextrous this, and try not to use my right hand at all. Is there anything else to really discuss before we start to get into it? Not really. So honestly, I feel like not that many people are interested in the news, but then not that many people seem to be really interested in much of anything. The big sellers, when I have gotten a lot of people to watch the stream, has been because I was playing them, and so when people want to play me, they watch and they're interested. But as soon as it's not about the viewer, wow, I'm making that sound a lot more conceited than it is, but that is the feedback I have gotten in chat. However, it is also worth tempering that thought with the fact that there is a significant number of viewers that don't get on chat at all. And so they are watching and they are being the real MVP because they are watching without demanding attention or interaction. And you know, and so yeah, I have a challenge a friend, so I do need to challenge somebody today. Right now we have Loki and Tactic Torn, so after this tavern brawl we can see if we can get Tactic Torn to play us. May even go back and play Loki, even though Loki's not been on any stream in over a month now. People will come and go, I know. Let's see, so let me just sneak in the news while we're waiting for somebody to show up in chat. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, I used to just pre-record all of this, and then when I was pre-recording everything, I had to do a lot more work, I suppose, and I guess I was better at doing it then. I'm a little burned out, I suppose, of trying to find new and interesting things to say about Hearthstone this many years into it. Moving on with the news, Arcana Heart 3 Love Max 6 stars is coming to the PC in December. Let's see if there's you could have pre-ordered the game via Backer Kick. What is Backer Kick? It's on Steam now, and so let's just go to its Steam page and then get a real date on this. It's a fighting game with magical girls, it seems. Do 1 damage this way. Do this. And then do this. And this. Flashy videos playing for Arcana Heart 3.
Justice is mine.
Let's go ahead and kill that. Yeah, it's not even all magical girls. Come to look at it now, it's a multi-genre of different anime girls in a fighter series. And it says just December 2017 also. What's striking me here is this developer. Have they developed anything else? EXAMU. They have made something.
Put this apple on your head. Justice is mine.
Keep playing Hearthstone and try to look at things. They've made a game called Arcana Heart Love Max from 2015. So this fighting game is rated very positive on Steam already, and they're just doing a widescreen update of it. It seems almost like it has some storyline, almost visual novel elements in it too.
Truth is my shield.
Join or die.
I don't know what to do. Let's just end the turn. I think in general, and this is kind of a weird thing to say, but with my developing like of retro games, I am gonna have to get deeper and get better into the fighting genre. Now, I don't think Arcana Heart is the game I probably should play. I should more than likely go for some of the best, most well-known ones, for example.
Justice shall prevail.
What would be a good one?
Join or die.
Some of the Street Fighter games, some of the Killer Instinct was one I was certainly contemplating. If I get games cheaply, but I would play something like Arcana Hearts, but I'm not sure there's a lot of sales for those either. But it looks fine. Just your standard fighter, appealing to anime fans. So coming out in December for people that want it. IndieBox was this service that we talked about earlier this year, a long time ago. It's refreshing my knowledge here. Apparently a Florida-based game distributor. They have shut down their indie game in a box service, which was a $20 plus a month subscription service that would deliver a monthly custom designed box version of indie games.
Justice is mine.
Oh, so I've misunderstood what this one was, because I thought there was another service that was trying to be the Netflix of indie games, where you paid money in a monthly. So, if I didn't say it when I first talked about IndieBox, it was rather obviously going to fail. Like, you're just not going to be able to make money. Let's see, come on, Tactic Torn. Friendly challenge, Tavern Brawl. Let me win, please. Yeah, you're just not going to make money printing out manuals and cardboard and shipping products. All of those things cost extra money that you're willing to do if you're also profiting by charging a massive amount of overhead for a digital product. So, like, in the $60 you pay for a video game, I imagine at least $12 of that is the case it's in, the manual, if there is some kind of paper manual or anything, and the and shipping that game to a store to actually buy it, or mailing it directly to somebody who bought it online. So if you don't have that other $48 in the $68 game to profit for the development of things, that isn't gonna work. And IndieBox didn't have that because they weren't making the games, they were simply making the boxes. What is this news thing that I'm reading? Yeah, we've got another rock paper shotgun game. Really, Tactic Torn, you're not gonna accept? Preparing to brawl a friend. Is your internet just horrible? I know one of my fans' internet was really, really bad. Just horribly bad. The Norwood Suite is out now from Off-Peak creator. Surreal game. First-person adventure game. Never heard of Off-Peak either. If my shoulder hurt anymore, I wouldn't even stream today. In fact, it's sitting upright is making it feel worse. I am gonna eventually just have to, I guess we're canceling this. Let's WizBlizz. How about you play me? There we go. Here's a review for Danganronpa, Goodbye Despair. I know that's a good game, so there's no reason for me to read that. Let's come over here and turn this off. And I'm hoping that he lets me win. We got somebody on the chat. Red Phoenix, my world is on fire. How about yours? That's why I like. And I never get bored. My world is not on fire. I will say that. Everything's pretty normal on my front. As normal as anything is these days. Which is to say, probably not that normal, but it's just how things are. There is one thing I do want to talk about. I was going to bring it up later, but I can bring it up now. The YouTube, like, my world is YouTube. That's my job. That's where things come from. And where problems come from and solutions come from. And so my tiny channel has finally been hit with the functions, the announcement that, oh, by the way, some of your videos are not ad friendly and they've been partially demonetized. Now, as I understand it, that probably means they've been partially demonetized for months now, and just now YouTube is telling me. So I have 6 pages with about 30 per page, 30 videos per page. So it's 6, 12, 180 videos that of my 5,000 that have been demonetized or partially demonetized. However, for my instance, there's kind of 2 problems that are stopping me from being super upset or caring about this. One is I can't appeal it unless everybody helped me get 1,000 views in 7 days on each video. You can't send it back and have it manually reviewed at all, which is, again, YouTube's system screwing you over. And the other issue is kind of just, I don't know where the line is. Like, as I go through the list of games, Game of Thrones, the Telltale game, is demonetized as not completely ad-friendly. What does ad-friendly mean? I don't know. Overlord number 12, where the image is of a sexy lady, the thumbnail is they're lying on a bed. That's not ad friendly. Devil May Cry is not friendly. Dead Island, almost every episode of Dead Island is not ad friendly. Why would it be considered not ad friendly? Because it has dead in the name. Like, if they really are getting down to the point where they're saying we only want to make things fully ad friendly if we can put toys on it and advertise to little kids like 2 or 3 years old, I'm not sure I particularly disagree with their decisions of their bot. I may have been hit by the bot after it had been corrected quite a bit. The cat lady, where I have mature audiences only in the title, is labeled as not not suitable for most advertisers, is how they're phrasing it. Resident Evil games, Walking Dead games, BioShock games. Like, none of these games that I'm playing right now are E for everyone. And So not having that level of understanding what their line is, I have this tendency to believe them. Resident Evil 6. If I could appeal these, I suppose I should. Because ideally I would think all video games, even the mature ones, that of which many of the games in the video game industry have to be, to continue to try to get a revenue source on this channel, I have to be able to play rated M games and be assured that they won't all be demonetized or under monetized. Honey Pop. Almost all of Honey Pop is considered not advertiser friendly. Like, can I legitimately make the argument that that is wrong? Like, anybody who's seen Honey Pop would probably argue that that is probably right. Even though I've spent some time censoring things, this might push me to the point where I just don't bother to censor things, but then I'll just get community guideline strikes and get my channel deleted. I know I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I'll respond in a second. Downfall. One episode of Downfall that's scheduled. And see, this is also an issue. If you're pre-recording and scheduling things, there's no way to appeal a game at all. It just doesn't happen. Like,
justice shall prevail.
It's time for a little blood.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
let's do this.
Justice is mine.
Dead Space. At least some of the Dead Space things, some of the Wolfenstein things are not completely things. Some of the LA Noire, where I put mature audiences only. Bayonetta Episode 1, mature audiences only, but not any more of it. Shank, Bioshock Infinite, Borderlands. Like, it seems the Borderlands episodes that are not ad friendly are some of the ones that, like, I could just pick different things, different defaultly chosen thumbnails, and it probably would not have been caught, and it very well might get re-reviewed at that point. But I haven't heard of any actual talk of anything becoming advertiser friendly or not after you change things. I've only heard the opposite. Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire. Like, arguably Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire is the one to appeal there, because while it does have pretty girls in the name, that actually doesn't have anything in it other than girls with kind of larger than realistic breasts that are in, at worst, swimsuits.
Put this apple on your head.
Let's see.
Who are you?
This in the turn. So let me get back to the Red Phoenix in the chat. Red Phoenix is singing All-Star Kevin Wu. Have you gotten your pack from the Tavern Brawl yet? No, I haven't. Red Phoenix says way more ads on YouTube now. I have noticed that they are getting back to the level that I think they were before the adpocalypse started. So I would argue what you probably happened is you got used to them not having advertisements at all, and that is then combined with the fact that a lot of people during the adpocalypse quadrupled the number of ad breaks per video. I saw many YouTubers, not me. I figured that was a stupid way to lose your audience even faster. But a lot of people just started putting an ad break every 5 minutes. So yes, I am seeing a lot more of the things like that, but a lot more ads in specific channels, but the ads aren't that varied. Is this a friendly challenge? Need a Drogue or Warrior, so I'm gonna play the weapons deck. Friendly things. Deadshot Vet is new to the chat. Hello, what servers you play, by the way? My primary server is America's, but I have a server, I have an account set up that's very new, both for the European and the Asian servers too. So if you want to friend me and just play a standard basic game where I'm almost certainly going to lose on the European or Asian server, that is fine. In fact, I may even have a watch and learn, or I think I have a watch and learn on the Asian server right now. Let's see. Kevin, you have to realize that so many YouTubers have the same problem. Apparently 300 hours is uploaded every minute. How would YouTube be able to manually check every single hour every minute? Here's the thing with that. YouTube is increasingly growing hostile to new YouTubers, while also losing the YouTubers that are big now, because it's kind of cyclical. Like, so the really big YouTubers that have those breakout hits get too big for YouTube, and then they go to TV, which Hannah Hart is a perfect example of this. Like, Hannah Hart was this up-and-coming YouTuber. She was in one of YouTube's year of YouTube videos where they put all their big YouTubers. She was big into it, and then she kind of stopped doing anything on YouTube, and now she has a TV show on the Cookie Network. And so she got too big for YouTube, and she didn't really didn't stay and contribute. And I don't blame her. She's just trying to do what's best for her. So YouTube on one side is losing the big people. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 3 or 4 years we see their biggest YouTuber, which is PewDiePie, completely leave YouTube and make his own channel. If there's any single YouTuber that could do that, it would be PewDiePie. Or I wouldn't also be surprised if PewDiePie became like the new a radio satellite radio personality or something like that, where he what is that guy's name? The big famous guy that is on America's Got Talent, or was on Howard Stern. Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if PewDiePie became the next Howard Stern and he left YouTube completely. So on one hand, they're not treating their best people that way. They do treat their best advertiser companies that way. They treat Vimeo and Viacom, the people that are constantly suing them, very well. But everybody else rather gets treated like dirt. Oh, that was stupid of me. That was really, really dumb.
That was an error.
So yeah, on one side they're treating their best people badly, and their best people are leaving just because they're becoming too cool for school. On the other side, it has gone from anybody can start a channel and monetize it after you've gotten 10,000 views, I believe was what it was, or was it 1,000 views? And you could start monetizing to the point where now, if you want to start a YouTube channel now, you can't really do it. There's so many lifts, and I'm on that bottom part of that wave where I haven't broken through and succeeded. It is what YouTube could do, and they probably should do, is they should eliminate the idea that this is a place for you to upload videos that aren't intended to be a business video, in the sense that the reason why there are 300 hours a minute getting uploaded to YouTube, which they throw out that like that is just this impossible thing that can never be fixed as an excuse. It's it may be a true excuse, but it's an excuse. If they tell people, look, you can't put your wedding videos on here, you can't put your funny videos of your dogs on here, that's gonna be something different in YouTube. This is only for content that you want the massive society to go to. One very easy way to do that would be to simply say immediately you have to schedule a video, you have to make it public. No private videos, no unlisted videos, not for new people, and then make people make that decision. Could reduce it. The other thing is they a lot of garbage is getting uploaded to YouTube, and they do nothing to stop that. Every single Sunday, pretty much every single day now, there is live streams claiming to stream Simpsons and Family Guy and Rick and Morty. I see them all the time. There's tons of really low quality video there. But none of that really even gets down to the real issue. The real issue is they just shouldn't demonetize anything until they look at it. Instead of a you have to appeal it situation, it should be let's go ahead and look at it first once it's been flagged, which is the exact system that they've been using, like, or should have been using at least. If somebody flagged my video as inappropriate or full of hate speech or something, I believe their system was having somebody look at it and see if it actually was before applying anything to it. So honestly, I don't even have to have a solution to it. I just am telling them that their solution now is not good, and it's very hostile to new YouTubers, and it's going to potentially ruin YouTube. Jim Sterling, as much as I don't particularly love him, did a stream about it just today, and he points out that there are people that are probably putting hate speech and horrible things on YouTube, and that advertisers sometimes get their ads next to that. But a lot of that is also just BS. It's big media telling people in California that, and well, Jim Sterling's actually in Mississippi. It's telling people who are more liberal-minded that there's a lot of hate speech on YouTube, but then when they point out, they never give good examples of what this hate speech is. So until I see a real example, I don't believe it's really happening in any significant levels. But yeah, I retweeted him. Watch his opinion on it. He explains it better. But yeah, YouTube is clamping down on big people and losing big people. Now they're clamping down on small people and losing small people. They've already been incredibly hostile to new people and all creators in general, just by with the content ID system, which is still running around demonetizing on top of this system, this new ad-friendly bot, and they've just there's a whole Patreon thing too now, where you have to have a monetized video to put a link to your Patreon, which means you can't have a Patreon only supported channel at all now. You have to monetize, and in some form or fashion. I guess the least you could do is have ads on the regular browser without any ads that run on mobile, and I don't even think that would particularly work. Then just to have on the end screen a link to your, and I'm gonna die again. Hopefully Tactic Coin is. And I know I'm ranting here, and let's get back onto the thing. So yeah, get back to Kevin Wu's thing. They just need to fix it. They need to find a way or not do it. The argument that they have to do something horrible because there's so many videos coming out is like, I don't care. Like, it's not my job to fix YouTube. If it was my job to fix YouTube, then I should be getting paid to fix YouTube. I'm just telling them as one of their clients to fix it. Kevin Wu, you missed my other comment. Okay, you read it. Never mind. Deadshot, it would be me instead, and I have no subs. I heard if you get into reviewing, promoting products, you get free stuff. Smile like this. There is something that is going on in YouTube really horribly right now, where people are just stupidly doing sponsored ads, and they always, a lot of times they say the exact same phrase, which is just tells me that these people don't understand what what sponsored ads mean. They go, I've got this new product here, I've got this new game here, Microsoft gave me a code to review it, but it's not a sponsored ad or anything. That is a sponsored ad. If you get anything from a video game company to review it, it's a sponsored ad. If they sent you a keychain and you had to buy the game yourself, it's still a sponsored ad. You just were paid very little. The only way you are not doing a sponsored ad, according to the FTC's decision here, is... Oh man, Tectitron is gonna rip me in a new hole here. I need a... Showing it off. Draw one more card. So, yeah, there's some fraudulent things there. Yeah, you can review things and sell out your credibility and get what is basically worthless free games and things, but you're not going to become a big YouTuber doing that. And you're not going to get anything that is going to be anywhere close to a living wage doing that. It's just not going to happen. So, what you're basically saying is, can you sell out? Yes, in most industries you can sell out. Is that going to end up with a lifelong career where you can feed yourself and have a house over your head, a roof over your head, and all the necessities for living? No. And at the end, you're what is going on here? I don't want to click this. Apparently I'm lagging. somewhat behind because I've already lost and he canceled the defeat. So yeah, that's not something I'm gonna do. Right now I'm actually pre-recording things for November, and so for November, let's see. I'm not making much progress here with win 5 games with Warrior Rogue, but it doesn't really even matter because once I do 100 damage to an enemy's head, if somebody wants to Tavern Brawl, give me a friendly challenge, do it right now, and let me win. I'd prefer to do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to build a Tavern Brawl thing. My battle tag, as I see, look here, is Rydo RYDO number 1423. It's also in the description. Let's see, trying to catch up. Red Phoenix, there's 2 other Rydo YouTube channels. Really? What are they? Red Phoenix, are they stealing my content, stealing my art, or anything like that, or are they just under the same name, Rydo? Because if they're stealing my content, then I'll report them, but if they're just using that same name, then that's fine. Deadshot says I have a free-to-play deck on my US server. Mind checking out and giving me feedback. Yeah, we know XD. Some people just hide it to keep their subs. Oh, by reviewing I meant like PCs. Some companies let you keep what you review. I know a decent amount about computers, but there's nothing specifically special about anybody's knowledge of computers. So reviewing PCs is something like Linus Tech Tips, where he's got this huge organization of people editing videos and looking at computers. That would be somebody I'd think is my competition. Are you gonna send me a friend request, Deadshot? Yeah, I'm gonna check myself on YouTube. You're right, Red Phoenix. Oh. There is some slight good news that the new CEO of YouTube has started her own channel, so maybe she'll go through some of the frustrations. Okay, so the first one I see by the name Rydo has like completely different logos and nothing I've seen before. And he's playing games, certainly, but he's not played games that I've played by. So, while my name is pretty unique, I can't really blame them. However, it is interesting because I know these people didn't exist a while ago. Like, he joined August 2nd, 2016. He has 2,005 views and 160 subscribers. So I can't really say that I own a copyright or anything for my own thing. The biggest thing that used Rydo before was like from 3 years ago. I have 206 subscribers right now and 5,000 videos and almost, I think, 100,000 views. So there's really no reason and let's see, and then there's this other YouTube channel called Rival Rydo, who joined May 25th 2016. He has 3 videos. He has 110 subscribers and 465 views. The only thing I would say is it looks like he might have used my logo or just a similar font in his channel art, but I can't even tell. So that's something I can't prove anyways. So none of that really matters. Okay, so Deadshot, looking back in here, I'm no pro. I did not Shadow 6IX. You can't, that's not a battle.net tag. So I can't friend you. You need to find the number. All battle.net tags have whatever your username is and a number at the end. Click over here, find that. Type that in if you want me to friend you. But in realistic terms, just click this add button and type in my battle.net tag and save everybody else who's watching. Okay, there's the number. People, like, obviously they don't make friending people easy enough in battle.net because people don't even know. They don't even know what their battle.net tag is. 21233. Shadow 6IX 2123. There. Friend request sent. So if you accept it, there should be an accept there. You should show up in a second. To get back to rival channels, a little competition would probably do me some good, honestly. Because if a few more people are looking for Rydo and then they find me, who is the Rydo on top, then it will get me a little bit more views. So I don't want to. I am in no way the big streamer here. So like I don't have any weight to throw around, and I don't want to be the type of person who throws around their weight when they're a big streamer. So I am fine with other people using the name Rydo. I'm not going to own the copyright to that. You sent an invite, you say, and you're on the US server. Your invite didn't work. So if my invite didn't work and your invite didn't work, like, if we had both sent the invite and typed it right and the names were right, we would be friends now. And we're not friends. Or you're not online. So something's not working there. So I'm going to leave you to try again, and I'm going to jump into a tavern brawl. Let's see. While you try again. Maybe you put a space between the number sign and the numbers. I am noticing that your number is really high compared to mine. So either a lot of people have joined YouTube, Battle.net in the past few years, or you've got the wrong number. Because I have like a 4-digit number. You gave me a 5-digit number. Am I sure I'm playing on Americas? Yes, 100%. All the friends here who might be in chat can confirm that they are America. They're playing on America. So, I need to probably break up this recording. We've still got a lot of news, and ideally I do want to have 2 streams every recording at least, and then 3 streams on Friday, which all of that should line up. Alright, well, here's the thing, Deadshot Vet on the chat. Something didn't work. If you want it to work, my suggestion is you type it again and try. I'm not going to put any more effort into trying to friend you. I've done as much as I'm willing to do. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Put this apple on your head.
I fight.
I will enjoy watching you die.
Maybe I should hold on to sap for a longer amount of time.
It's time for a little blood.
Just get rid of this guy this way instead. Let's see. Let's get back to the news while we're playing this game. So, I've been watching a ton of people play Cuphead. Like, every single video that's come out on Cuphead that I've seen on YouTube, I've been willing to check it out and try it. Just for the reason of
That minion already
of seeing what video game reviewers there are on YouTube that are actually decent at playing games and willing to play hard games, and seeing which ones cheat and do a lot of editing and all that. And one of the things that I've seen is almost everybody played it on regular mode. I also heard that there's a secret hardcore mode that makes the game completely black and white, which would mess up the parry indicator because the parries are in pink, and you would have no way of it. It would be a lot more difficult, at least, to know when and where to parry then.
Justice is mine.
So I just saw somebody play it on simple mode, and that's probably where I would have played Cuphead too, is on simple mode. And while you can play it on simple mode and beat the bosses, you don't get the soul contracts that are needed to unlock the area. So there's, I believe, 3 areas in Cuphead, maybe it's just 2. And
Truth is my shield.
to get to the second, and if there is a third area, you have to beat it on regular. And so the game kind of locks out that for you. And on a bigger issue, I would say Cuphead kind of locks out the experience in a odd way anyways, because if there's definitely a lot of people that want to play Cuphead and are just not good at it. There needs to be a mod or a cheat, or there should be an easy mode that will actually let you get to the end. And there's some other things that are tiny little nitpicks that I could pre-review the game about, as it just doesn't have like health bars for the bosses or anything like that, and you barely get any feedback that you're damaging the boss at all. But yes, I am very much enjoying watching other people play Cuphead. At some point, I very well will probably play it myself when I can get the game cheaply and have time.
Justice is mine.
Did I finish the thing I was saying about recording things in November? Yeah, I'm recording games in November. I don't think I finished that sentence. And for Thanksgiving, I'm playing all the games I got for free. And in front of each of those series at the beginning, I make it very clearly obvious to the people watching that I got these games for free. Not because some video game company gave me the codes, but just because it was free on Steam one weekend, or Humble Bundle had it free on the store. It doesn't really help most of the games that you get for free because they are awful often. When they're really, really bad games you often get for free, but there's a few that I have found that are actually worth playing. I would say about 3 out of 30 games I played. But I want to make that very obvious, so I'm being as honest and disclosing as much to my audience. And when you're doing product reviews, that's what you're trying to do.
Justice is mine. Justice is mine.
Is be as honest and disclose as many things as possible. But yeah, I don't want to also review PCs. A lot of what my YouTube channel is about me doing what I want to do. There's so many things I could just shill, and I could just sell out if I wanted money. And honestly, if I wanted money, I would just go get a job outside of YouTube and get paid an actual living wage, flipping burgers at a McDonald's or something. That's not what I chose to do. That's not what I want to do. I want to be happy in doing what I'm doing. So people often come to my channel with this idea. It's like, well, you know, you could get more subscribers if you sell out this way. You know, you could get more money if you sell it that way. And I'm like, kind of the rule number one about my YouTube channel is I don't want to sell out. So yeah, I could do a bunch of things, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to develop a voice that is trusted, and I want people to know when I say something that they understand where I'm coming from, and that what I'm saying is my truthful opinion and my truthful experience. And still don't have that friend request. Alright, stay tuned if you're watching live. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Meanwhile, see if you can get 999 of your friends to go watch all of my videos. I think what I'll do is I'll make a playlist of YouTube inappropriate videos, and then everybody can just watch it, give it 1,000 views, so I can go appeal all of them. I might as well see what the line is, because going forward I need to know what they think, and it's not as bad as Content ID, so as I understand it, it's not like I'm gonna get a strike put on my channel if they upheld their decision. So yeah, look for that playlist in the next day or two. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.